let us discuss the remaining part of foreign exchange. Right? Lastly, we have discussed the three types of foreign exchange rate system, and India has managed floating rate system. Now, as you know that foreign exchange, it refers to the sum of total of stock of all the foreign currencies, securities and bonds. And foreign exchange rate is the price of one currency in terms of another. Correct? Now let us discuss in detail that what are the sources of demand for foreign exchange. Number one is import of goods and services. When India imports some good or services from the rest of the world, it has to make payment in foreign exchange, right? So there will be a demand for foreign exchange. Next one is tourism. Tourism require foreign exchange to meet their expenditure, right? And at that point of time you will again demand for foreign exchange. Remittance by foreigners working in India, that is these foreign workers earn their income in India and they send it back to their home land. What East India Company was doing, in case if you remember the history. At that point of time you again will be needing foreign exchange, then repayment of interest or loan. Suppose if you have taken interest loan from the rest of the world, so in that case you need them to repay, and their interest and their EMIs are to be paid in foreign exchange. For that you will be demanding for foreign exchange. And extension of loan to foreigner. If India needs the extended assistance to other country, India will also demand for foreign exchange. So these are the these are the sources, and sources, or in short these are the factors which are demanding for foreign exchange, right? Let us understand the sources of determinant of supply. You have seen the demand part. Now let us understand what is supply part. So supply, for that export of goods and services, right? That will incur supply of foreign exchange. Tourism in India. Suppose foreign tourists spend in foreign exchange in our country, the supply of foreign exchange in our country will increase. Then remittance by Indians working abroad. Now Indian workers who have gone abroad send their saving to their homeland in India. At that point of time the supply of foreign exchange would be there. Whatever there is there in the demand, the opposite of that it is in the supply. One you remember, the other one automatically is get connected. The second one is that foreign direct investment by MNC company, investments by MNC result into the inflow of foreign exchange in India. Then purchase of shares, stocks or portfolio investment in by foreigners. So this also will increase supply. Then deposits by non-residents Indian. Due to deposits by NRI, foreign exchange inflow in India will increase. Now let us understand what is currency appreciation and currency depreciation. Currency depreciation is the devaluation of relative to some other country. Depreciation of currency refers to decrease in the value of domestic currency in terms of foreign currency, in short. It depends on various factors such as import, export, inflation, growth, trade deficit, foreign exchange result. So these are the factors which are responsible for devaluation of our currency. India has a managed floating exchange rate. The greatest decline in the value of rupee was in 1992, while the highest growth in the value of rupee was in the year 1987. The decrease in the demand of Indian goods in the European market at the moment is poor and divergent, right? So a rise in the exchange rate implies depreciation of Indian rupees, right? So all these things will lead to the depreciation of domestic currency, Indian currency, or our currency, whatever the word you like, you can use it over here. Now let us understand once again what is currency depreciation. Depreciation means a decrease in the value of a currency. It means a currency is worthless in terms of foreign currency. The value of foreign currency is more irrespective of Indian rupees. That is called as currency depreciation. A fall or depreciation in the value of exchange rate will mean the opposite, that it is the price of import into the country will rise and the price of the country's export will fall, right? Import becomes more cheaper in short. This is represented by a shift in the demand curve. Now let us understand what is happening is that decrease in the demand of foreign exchange. Now as you see, one is over here equilibrium, E1 is the equilibrium. Okay, now again the fall in demand, what is happening is there is decrease in the price of the currency, right? Again we have to draw another demand curve, that is leftward shift because the demand is falling and there is a devaluation, and the new equilibrium point what you will get E2 is decrease in the price as well as decrease in the quantity of foreign exchange. Let us understand what are the positive and negative effects of devaluation of domestic currency. Now let us quickly look down what are the positive effects. Exports become cheaper and more competitive to foreign buyers, therefore domestic demand, and could lead to a job creation in the export sector. Higher export and aggregate demand can lead to higher rate of economic growth. Exports can be done more, and as a result the foreign dollars will have a great value in India. As a result, the economic growth will incur in the economy. Higher level of export should lead to an improvement in the current account deficit. This is important in the country and has a large current account deficit due to lack of competitiveness. Now let us quickly understand what are the negative effects. That is, there is a rise in inflation, there is lower economic growth, right? Because more and more we are importing, so that is very dangerous sign. The deficit will increase. The next one is costlier traveling. The traveling becomes expensive. Increase in industries of increase in industry of only and only domestic production can be increased. Devaluation of Indian goods and services. There is devaluation because there is currency depreciation in an economy. Now let us understand what is appreciation, just the opposite of depreciation. An appreciation means an increase in the value of a currency. It means a currency is worth more in terms of foreign currency, right? What does appreciation of currency mean? That is, appreciation of currency refers to an increase in the value of domestic currency, right? A rise or appreciation in the economy of country's currency will mean that the price of import into the country will fall and the price of the country's export will rise. Now over there, when depreciation was there, import was more, appreciation is there, export is more. It is as simple as that. They are just the opposite. Try to remember only one concept. This is represented by the shift in the supply curve. Now see, what is happening is that decrease in the supply of foreign exchange. Now the supply is S2 is there, and as a result there is price increase in the domestic currency, that is called as currency appreciation. In case still you have any doubt, kindly let me know. With this I almost end the 11th chapter, that is foreign exchange rate. Thank you very much.